Straightcurve. Introducing the new Straightcurve garden edging system featuring ClickConnect. Explainer video.
Hi, my name is Joeri from Straightcurve and I'm going to talk to you about our new garden edging range with ClickConnect. It's a very exciting improvement that I've been working on for quite some time. And despite our current range being really quite good, in my opinion, there are still some things that can be better. We have found quite a few installations around the state that didn't have any screws in them, so people tended not to use screws. Installing it can also be a little bit awkward at times when you are face down and you got your cordless drill blowing sand into your face or into your eyes, even worse. Sometimes you have the screws visible on the outside when you have a raised situation. You also need a cordless drill on site, and not everybody has one. Sitting on the ground, lining up the holes can be a bit of a pain sometimes, I found myself. And though we do supply tech screws, not every shop carries them, and sometimes you would end up trying to install it without having all the parts that you need. And so we believed this can be better, and that's why we started this particular journey towards ClickConnect. With ClickConnect, you don't need any more screws, no more tech screws, you don't need a cordless drill. We have a pre-attached connector plate already attached to one side, and all you have to do is slide these two together, push them together, and they will click perfectly together without having any visible screws. So I'm going to flip it over so you can see the back side. If you look at the back, you'll see there's a few distinctive features here. So there's a T-slot both top and bottom. We'll have a T-shaped tab on the stainless steel spring plate. If you put these two together, and I put a bit of cover underneath to stop the grass from getting stuck in between, you will hear the little click. If you now flip it over, you get this nice flush finish without any visible screws or pop rivets. Which reminds me, one thing I didn't mention before, with pop rivets, we used to have stainless steel pop rivets on one side, but they're hard to buy locally in the store, so people would buy aluminium pop rivets. But aluminium is a sacrificial anode, so when you use aluminium rivets on a product like this, they will actually disappear over time. And within 2 years, your pop rivets will be gone and nothing is holding the edge together anymore. So that problem has now been solved with no pop rivets or screws at all. Always have a nice flush finish, and it's hard to imagine how these have been put together. So I want to talk a little bit more about the design of the product. So we have a folded lip top and bottom that are both the same. Because they're now the same, the whole product has the same stiffness across the panel. So you can fold the corner really easily by hand by lifting just one side up. And you don't need to score a line anymore as you need to do in the past with the double folded lip that we used to have. Now these lips on either side also allow us to use what we call a spike plate and a spike. So they come separate, but you put them together like this. You put them against the plate, swivel them, and then you hammer them into the ground. And I can show you what it looks like right now, and here we are on very soft soil. And on soft soil, it's always been fine to use the pegs that we have. Yeah, well, that's how soft it is. On hard soil, our existing pegs, current pegs, are a bit of an issue. They're very difficult to get into the ground, and we've had complaints from people on the East Coast mentioning how difficult it is to get things in. That is now a thing of the past, so we can just swivel this, push it into the ground, and that's how we secure the edge. Really easily, by hand. All you need is a hammer and a little bit of enthusiasm for gardening, and off you go. So there's one more thing I'd like to talk about, or two actually. So the version that you see over here has no notches, this is the rigid, and the one over here has notches, which is the flex. Now the rigid is rigid, but it can still flex a little bit. So it's okay for straight lines, but it's ideal for like a gentle curve. And the flex that we see here is ideal for like your tighter curves, or if you have a lot of flowing lines in the garden. The other thing I want to highlight is that we have shorter pieces available as well. So we see an 80 centimeter piece here and a 1.8 meter piece over here. We also have a 40 centimeter and a 20 centimeter piece, which means you don't need to do any more cutting on site, which is a nice time saver and a lot less hassle again. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and learned a few things about our ClickConnect. By now you must be thinking, this must be the fastest garden edging solution in the world, and you're right. If you want to find out more or see the product in real life, we invite you to visit one of our dealers or go to the website and explore our video section and learn more about our products there. Straightcurve.com, and we'll see you there.
For more information, visit straightcurve.com.